Very good morning, children. In previous class, we completed the nutrition. What we learned in that lesson, nutrition. So, intake of nutrients is called nutrition, and how many types of nutrition. Then, completely you learned about the nutrition or the process of digestion, how it is happening in human body. So under heterotrophic nutrition you learned, and the diseases caused because of malnutrition and vitamin deficiency diseases. So you have knowledge of complete knowledge about the nutrition. Okay, so we are going to move to the next lesson. What is that means? Respiration. So what we can learn, what we are going to learn in this lesson? Respiration. Is it clear to you? So here it is mentioned the energy releasing process. The energy releasing process. Or we can write the energy producing process also. Energy producing process. Energy producing process. In the important life process, nutrition, you learn energy preparing process. Energy is prepared. Okay. And in this lesson, respiration, the energy producing or energy releasing also you can write. Okay. Energy releasing process. So what is happening? So what do we mean with that? So if we see all living organisms, they are performing so many activities, you know that which we call them as life process. Is it clear to you? So to perform all the life activities, all living organisms are going to depend on food. We know that. So food is going to give us energy. Why do we take food? Means to get energy. Is it clear to you? So we are going to take food to get energy. To get energy. So after getting the energy, what is going to happen? So that energy, whichever is prepared to survive all the living organisms, that energy is needed. So you know that why do we need energy means what you will say, we need energy to perform all the activities or to do work, like that we will tell. Is it not, children? So here whether it is said to be a unicellular organism or multicellular organism, they are in need of energy. Okay, food. So the food whatever it is prepared by the plants or the animals or human beings, whichever they have received to the body, that food whichever is having that energy, it is to be supplied to each and every part of our body. Okay, so that energy, how it is going to be, or the nutrients, how they are going to be provided, means that is happening because of respiration. Is it clear to children? So in the process of respiration, what is happening here? So you know that respiration means, you will tell the process of breathing in air and breathing out air is called respiration, like that. Is it not, children? So here the food whichever is prepared, the end products of nutrition which you learned lesson in first lesson, that is glucose, amino acids or fatty acids, whatever are prepared. So those organic molecules are going to be made available in releasing of energy. What kind of energy is released here? Heat energy is released. Heat. Okay. So if we keep our finger in front of the nostrils, we feel warmth. We breathe out. Is it not, children? So we are breathing in air and breathing out air. Is it not? So that we call it as respiration, like that. So in the process of breathing in air and breathing out air, what is exactly happening? So that is your lesson. Is it clear to you? So now here what is happening here? Whatever that air we are breathing in, it is going to mix up with the food material. Where it is present means in the blood it is present, and that breaking down of food is happening there. Okay. So So during that process, what is happening? Heat energy is released. Is it clear to you? So that heat energy whichever is released is helping all the cells of any living organism to survive. So all the cells of organism, they are surviving means obviously we people or any other living organisms are surviving, that is because of heat energy whichever is produced. Is it clear to children? Now, so the respiration is happening in the living cells constantly, where more and more air is there, means in the presence of oxygen. Means what here? The living system is taking the help from the abiotic environment, so that air whatever we are breathing in is helping in breaking down of food into the carbon dioxide or water, along with carbon dioxide and water along with the heat energy. Is it clear to children? So that is happening here. So here what are the materials needed for release of energy? You know that one is said to be food and other one is said to be air. Is it not children? Food and air. So there is some relation, okay, in releasing the heat energy which is essential for all the living organisms to survive. Is it clear to you? Then the term respiration is taken from a Latin word respire. Is it clear to you? So the respiration is taken from Latin language respire. So what is the meaning of it? That is going to give the meaning breathe. To breathe. Breathe. What we are breathing? We are breathing air. Is it not? So we are going to breathe air, and that air whatever we are breathing in is going to help in breaking down that food. During that process, energy is released in the form of heat. Is it clear to you? So that is an introduction of your lesson. So where this heat energy whichever is released is helping in performing all the physiological activities which are happening in our body. Is it clear to children? Then, so now here to learn in detail about that process of respiration. So what concepts you are going to learn in this lesson? Energy releasing process, respiration. So discovery of gases, that relation between that air and the respiration, then events of respiration, then pathway of respiration, then how that process of respiration is going to happen, mechanism of respiration, then gases exchange, how it is happening, how that heat energy is released, and so on. Other living organisms, how the process of respiration is going to happen, and plants, how the process of respiration is happening, because they are also very much living organisms, they are also respiring. So all that concepts we are going to learn in this lesson. Is it clear to children? Then, so now we know that respiration means, just now I said breathing, we are breathing. Is it clear to you? So now it came to know in the 14th century. So some points are given here regarding scientists, so that you make a note of it. So now in 14th century, so respiration is used, word respiration is used. Okay, so now respiration means it is a medical term which refers to a process of involving passage of air and production of body heat. Okay, so what it is going to make you to understand, it is a body process, okay, respiration, which is used as a medical term, where it is helping in a process of involving passage of air and release of body heat. And you know that many scientists they worked on this properties of air, and we know that air is a mixture of gases. So different gases are present in different proportions in the air. So do all the components are going to help in releasing the energy. All that was given by famous scientists which you read already in the first lesson. That is said to be Lavoisier and Priestley. So in 18th century, Lavoisier and Priestley Lavoisier and Priestley, they studied about the properties of air, and they worked much on the air and how that air is entering into the living system, and is there any relation between the air and the food, and which helps in releasing the energy. All that was given by this Lavoisier and Priestley. And here finally what he said means it is the logical conclusion regarding the process of respiration. Okay, so respiration, in the process of respiration, what they said means in that Priestley's bell jar experiment, so when we put a candle whichever is lighted, and if we cover it with bell jar, so the candle put off, and when he introduced a rat, so after certain period of time rat also killed, and the candle also put off. When he put a potted plant, the candle continues to glow, as well as the rat survives. So how it happened means the plant and the candle as well as this rat, there is some relation. So the candle when it is lighted, or the rat when it is respiring out, the gas whichever is released, it is used up by the plants, and the plant whichever is releasing in the sunlight is used up by this candle or the rat. So candle to glow and rat to survive. So there is some relation. It was given. Then here a book is written in human physiology. So in 19th century, how the gases were helping and going inside the living system, that was written by John Dapper. That book is Human Psychology. Not psychology, physiology, sorry. So John Dapper wrote a book on human physiology. Physiology means the functioning of all the systems of our body. Okay, was written in human physiology. That book was written by John Dapper in 19th century. Then we came to know how the process of respiration is happening, and what are the parts associated with the process of respiration, and what are the different events in the respiration. All that was came into existence. Is it clear to children? Then now here what are the different steps involved in the process of respiration? Very very important for your exam. This one, events or steps in respiration. So here once again I would like to tell you, in the process of nutrition, what is happening means the energy is prepared for the living cells. So that energy whichever is there is made available to the cells, living cells, all living cells, whether it is unicellular or multicellular, in the process of respiration. So what is happening in the respiration means when we are breathing in air, the food whichever is there in the blood is going to be breaking down to simple form in release of heat energy with the help of oxygen gas. Okay, so what that oxidation of glucose in release of heat energy along with carbon dioxide and water. So that process we call it as a respiration. Is it clear to children? So what are the different events involved in this respiration means? So to tell that one, to tell you, so define the term respiration means, you can tell oxidation of glucose in release of energy is called respiration. Like that we can tell, but it is a complex process, very in a complicated manner. That process is going to happen. Different organs are involved in that of respiratory system. Okay, so from one part to other part, the entry of oxygen or the entry of gases are going to happen, exit of gases are going to happen in release of energy. Finally, that energy in the form of heat is used up by the cells, which make them to survive or to perform other activities in the body. So now let us learn what are the events in the respiration. Events or steps in respiration. So first one is breathing. Breathing. Second step is gaseous exchange at lung level. Next, gas transport. Gas transport. Next, gas transport by blood. Next one, gaseous exchange at tissue level. Gases exchange at the tissue level. Finally, cellular respiration. So now let us learn one after the other. Here, breathing. Then the steps, different steps which are involved in respiration are as follows. One is breathing. Then gaseous exchange at lung level. Then gas transport by blood, gases, different gases. Then gases exchange at tissue level. And finally, cellular respiration. So now here, what we can understand with this breathing here. So breathing means the process of just air entry or exit. Okay, entry or exit of air into the body. So from the surrounding environment, the air is going to enter into the body through the nose, where it will go to the lungs. Is it not, children? And from the lungs again we are breathing out air into the environment. So that process we call it as a here air movement, which we are learning under breathing. Is it clear to you? Then what is happening here after breathing? The air whatever we are breathing in, which reached the lungs, what is happening here? Gases exchange at lung level. What is happening there? So when we are breathing in air, what do we call breathing in air? In air, that one we call it as inhalation. Inhalation. Is it clear to you? So the process of breathing in air is called inhalation, and the breathing of air out is called exhalation. So here, in lung level, what is happening? Whatever air we have taken inside. Okay. So here, exchange is going to happen in the lungs. Means what? You know that lungs are said to be the major respiratory organs. Is it not, children? So in the lungs, whatever oxygen we are breathing in air, it is going to be sent to the lungs, and from the cells, the carbon dioxide whichever is taken, it is going to be taken up again. So that's why here lung level as an organ we are taking here. Then gases transport by blood. Is it clear to you? Gases transport by blood. Means what? Whenever we observe that lungs respiratory system, the lungs are said to be the major respiratory organs. So from the lungs, the blood is going to be whichever is rich in oxygen or whichever is rich in carbon dioxide. So that is going to be here gases transport is happening from lungs to the blood. So in the lungs there are numerous sac-like structures which we call it as alveoli. Is it clear to you? So where that exchange of gases is going to happen. Is it clear to children? So here gases transport by blood. Is it clear to children? So from the lungs, that respiratory organ, the blood whichever is rich in oxygen or whichever is rich in carbon dioxide it is going to enter into the blood. Is it clear to you? Then next, what is blood? Here the blood is going to carry the gases, maybe oxygen or carbon dioxide. So where that lungs which are made up of minute sac-like structures called alveoli. So that exchange is taking place and then the blood is going to transport that oxygen. Is it clear to children? Then where this blood is going to transport that oxygen? Here, so that we are learning under gases exchange at tissue level. At a tissue level. You know that our body is having different types of tissues where the tissues are having cells. Is it not, children? So all the tissues have to be supplied with oxygen. Is it not, children? So here gases exchange is taking place from blood to the tissues. At the same time, the carbon dioxide whichever is present or whichever is produced in the tissues will be back to the blood again. Is it clear to children? So like exchange of oxygen from blood into the cells and the carbon dioxide from cells into the blood is happening in the gaseous exchanger whichever is taking place at a tissue level. Is it clear to children? Then the tissues have carried the oxygen as well as carbon dioxide, and this oxygen and carbon dioxide they are made available, or especially that oxygen is made available to the cells. Cellular respiration means what? We are taking the respiratory organs here first as an organ. So how that organs are made up of finally? Cells. Is it clear to children? So the cells which are present in the body, each and every cell of our body are making availability of this using of oxygen and sending out of carbon dioxide and releasing of energy, that is heat energy, is happening in the cells. Is it clear to you? So millions of cells which are present, they are supplied with oxygen, okay, and the food whatever it is taken that is present in each and every cell. So that mitochondria is helping in releasing of heat energy by the process called respiration. So each and every cell is going to respire. That's why here it is called as a cellular respiration. Is it clear to children? So here using oxygen into the cell and produce carbon dioxide and water and releasing of energy to be used for all the life processes by the cells. Is it clear to children? So that's why it is called as a cellular respiration. So these are the different events which are important and they are happening continuously throughout our lifetime, any living organism in a stepwise manner. Is it clear to children? So one, breathing, the process of taking in air and taking out air of lungs and gases exchange at lung level. So carbon dioxide is taken out of the lungs and oxygen is taken into the lungs in the alveoli, and this gas transport is taking place by the blood. So again here the lungs are made up of minute microscopic structures called alveoli. where that exchange is going to happen. Then through the blood, the exchange of gases is going to be taking place at tissues level. Then you know that tissue is a group of cells. Each and every cell is taking part in all the life activities, and they are in need of energy. That energy releasing process at cellular level is happening because of respiration. So that energy whichever is released, heat energy, is used by the cells of our body or any other living organism to perform all the life activities. At the same time, all the cells are releasing carbon dioxide out, okay, and other gases also. Same again, all this will be just breathing out. So these are the important steps in the respiration. So let us learn breathing. So just now you learned what is the meaning of breathing, the process of respiring air and the process of inhaling and exhaling. Is it clear to you? So that one we call it as breathing. So now here one simple activity is given. We have to take 2 test tubes. In the 2 test tubes we have to fill one with normal water. Another test tube we have to take lime water. So here we are taking lime water, and it is a normal water. Normal water we are taking, and these two are having one whole rubber cork. So we are with the help of straw. What we are doing? So here in the picture, 2 pipes they are connected like that. Same time they are going to blow air like this. But separately, even you can also do. In this we are breathing in air. So we are blowing air into it, and separately we are blowing air into the lime water. Okay. So that also we can do separately. Also 2 straws taking, and we can do that one. So now when we do like that, so what change, in which test tube you are observing? Test tube with normal water or test tube with lime water? What change you are going to observe? We are blowing air through this straws. So now when we are blowing air into the test tube which contains normal water, we are not going to observe any change. Is it clear to children? So and another test tube if we observe, where we have taken in the test tube lime water, when we blow air into it, what will happen means lime water is going to be turned to milky white. So it looks milky white. Is it clear to you? So that milky white color indicates the carbon dioxide gas in a exhaled air. Is it clear to you children? Have you followed what I said? So here lime water, when it turns to milky, so that is going to make you to understand that here in exhaled air carbon dioxide is there. Is it clear to children? So you know that carbon dioxide alone turns lime water to milky. So here in the exhaling out or breathing out air, what gas is present means that is said to be carbon dioxide. Is it clear to children? So here what does this experiment indicate, or which gas turns lime water milky? Which gas will turn lime water milky children? Carbon dioxide will turn lime water milky. Which gas do you think might be present in greater quantities in the air we breathe out means that is carbon dioxide only? Is it clear to children? Then we are also aware of that fact, water vapor also, so that we can feel. So when we just keep our finger in front of the nostrils, when we are breathing out, we feel somewhat warmth. Is it not children? So that warmth contains some amount of water vapor also. Then where does this water vapor come from in the exhaled air? That is from the cells only. Is it not children? So the cells are going to release carbon dioxide along with some amount of water. So that water just it is going to be sent out of the same parts of the respiratory system in exhalation. So that's why we feel warmth, little bit warmth ante air which is hot along with some wetness. Is it clear to children? Then it is warm. Is it clear to you? So like that here we are going to be understanding what. So exhaled air contains carbon dioxide as well as water vapor. From where this carbon dioxide and water vapor have come, children? From the cells when they are respiring. So they are making availability of energy, heat energy, whichever is released, that is used, and the carbon dioxide and water vapor, it is exhaled out. It is released from the cells only. Is it clear to children? So tomorrow we will learn about pathway of air, how the entry of air is happening in detail tomorrow.